real numbers, basic concepts which are used to 9th class and 10th class. So in number system, real numbers is very important thing. So first, in previously you learned natural numbers, whole numbers, integers. So natural number set. So the set of natural numbers are denoted with capital N, and the elements in N are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to so on. So daily counting numbers are called natural numbers. Next, whole numbers. If you are taking whole numbers, so whole numbers are denoted with W. So these natural numbers along with 0. I am taking one more number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 up to so on. These are whole numbers. Next, integers. So integers we are denoted with either I or Z. So capital I or capital Z. So the integers are positive numbers, negative numbers. So 0, plus 1, plus 2, plus 3 up to so on. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 up to so on. So simply I am taking 0, plus 1, minus 1, plus or minus 1, plus 2, minus 2, plus or minus 2, plus 3, minus 3, plus or minus 3, like this. So these numbers are called integers. Next, rational numbers. Rational numbers. So rational numbers are denoted with capital Q, and the numbers which are in the form of P by Q. The numbers which are in the form of P by Q, where here P comma Q are integers. P comma Q are integers. Belong to that means integers. P comma Q are integers. And the denominator Q not equal to 0. The denominator Q not equal to 0. So if the numbers are in this form, those are called rational numbers. For example, 1 by 2, 3 by 5, minus 4 by 7, 9 by 25. So like these numbers are called rational numbers. Next, so these are rational numbers. If we are taking a number 0, so 0 is not a natural number, but it is a whole number, and it is also integer. Next, so 0 can be written as 0 by somewhat, whatever, 5, 0 by 99, like that. So it is in the form of P by Q. Denominator won't be equal to 0, but numerator may be equal to 0. So 0 can be represented as rational number. 0 is a rational number. So if we are taking any natural number, we can take a denominator with 1. For example, I am taking a natural number 5. 5 can be written as 5 by 1. 5 and 1 are integers. So 5 by 1 equal to 5, which is a rational number. So every natural number is a rational number. Every integer is a rational number. Every whole number is a rational number. Next, real numbers. The numbers which lies between minus infinity to plus infinity. So the least number is minus infinity. The greatest number is plus infinity. So we are taking whatever the numbers. So those are real numbers. Next, irrational numbers. Irrational numbers. So before discussing irrational number, rational number, which is in the form of P by Q, P comma Q are integers and Q not equal to 0. P comma Q are integers and Q not equal to 0. The numbers which are in the form of P by Q are called rational number. So either we are converting P by Q form to decimal form. Every rational number, when we are converting P by Q form to decimal form, either it is terminating or non-terminating recurring decimal. So if we are taking, for example, 4 by 5, if we are dividing 4 with 5, so 4 is less than 5, so I am taking 4 point, so immediately I am keeping 0. 5 into 8, 40, 0. So it is terminated because the remainder 0 came, so it is stopped here. So 4 by 5 equal to 0.8. Next 16 by 25. So if we are taking 16 by 25, so 0 point, so 0, 25 into 0, 20, 0, 16, 160. So if we are taking point, we are keeping 0. 25 into 6, 150, 10, 100. 25 into 4, 100. So 0 came. So we stopped here. So this is equal to 0.64. So 0.64. This is also terminating. For example, 22 by 9 I am taking. So if we are dividing 22 by 9, 9 into 2, 18, 4. Point we are taking 0. 9 into 4, 36, 4. Again 0. 9 into 4, 36. Again 4. So 0, 9 into 4, 36 again. So this process is continuous indefinitely. So it won't stop at anywhere. So if we are observing 2.444 up to so on, we can simply write it as 2.4 bar. So if we dividing a fraction, converting into decimal form, either it is terminating or non-terminating recurring decimal. So 0.64 it is terminated, 0.8 it is terminated, but 0.44444 up to so on, it is continuously, it won't end with anywhere. So 444 continuously, I want to write 4 bar. 4 bar means 4444 like that. So one more, 8 by 11 I want to take 8, 11, 0 points, keeping 0. 11 into 7, 77, 3, 30. 11 into 2, 22, 8, 11 into 7, 77, 3, 30. 11 into 2, 22, 8. So here the reminders are 8 and 3 will come. So this is equal to 0.72 bar, 0.72, like this. So 0.72 bar is for 72. Okay, so this one. So 8 by 11 we can write it as 0.72 bar. So 8 by 11, 8 is integer, 11 is also integer, so it is rational number. While we are converting this rational number into decimal form, we got 0.72 bar. It is non-terminating, but it is repeating. So 72 after 72 after 72, like this it will be continuous. Okay, so when we are converting a rational number into decimal form, either it is terminating or non-terminating recurring decimal. If we are observing, so 0.8 it is terminating, 0.64 it is terminating, so 22 by 9 0.244, so this is 2.24 bar, so it is non-terminating recurring. 0.72 bar, so bar is for 72, it is not terminating but it is recurring. Okay, so every rational number while we are converting into decimal form, either it is terminating or recurring. Okay, so the part which is repeated, which part is repeated is called a period. So here the period of this one is 4, the period of this one is 72. The number of digits in the period is called periodicity. So if you are observing how many digits are repeating, only one digit, 4 is repeating. So this periodicity is equal to 1. So if we observe this one, what is repeating? 72, 72, 72, 72 like this. So 72. So is the period. So periodicity equal to 2. So with the help of period and periodicity, we can convert a decimal form to P by Q form. Next, these numbers are terminating. These numbers are not terminating but recurring. The numbers which are neither terminating nor recurring are called irrational numbers. For example, 3.25349372 up to so on. So in this, nothing will be continuously. Okay, no part is recurring. So this is not a terminating, neither terminating nor recurring. Such kind of, these kind of numbers are called irrational numbers. For example, root 2. If we are taking root to 1.4142 up to so on, so we don't know what is the next part. In the recurring part, we can expect what is the next part, but in a non-recurring, we can't expect the next one. So this is neither terminating nor recurring, so it is irrational number. So root 3. So this is also irrational. Root 4. It is not irrational. Root 4 equal to 2. So 2 is integer. 2 is integer. So 2 is rational. Okay. So irrational numbers. The collection of rational and irrational numbers are called real numbers. The union, the collection of rational and irrational numbers together is called real numbers set. Okay. Next, between any two real numbers there exist infinitely many real numbers. Between any two rational numbers there exist infinitely many rational numbers. Okay. Next, if we are taking sum of any two rational numbers, we are getting rational. So sum of any two real numbers. 5 is real number. Root 5, root 3 is also real number. So 5 is rational, root 3 irrational, but both are real numbers. If we are adding these two, 5 plus root 3. So 5 plus root 3 is also real number. Adding any two real numbers, we are getting again real number. Okay, multiplying any two real numbers, we are getting again real number. Next, one more. So here, which part is repeating, which part is not repeating. For example, 17 by 32. So I want to check whether this number is terminating or not. So how do we do? So what is the denominator here? 32. 32 I want prime factorization. 2 into 16, 2 into 8, 2 into 4, 2 into 2. If we are doing prime factorization, 32 equal to 2 power 5. So it containing only prime factor 2. Definitely it is terminating decimal. If we are doing a number p by q form to decimal form, so without doing p by q form to decimal form, we can judge it is whether it is terminating or non-terminating recurring decimal with the help of the denominator q. If the denominator q has only prime factors 2 and 5, then it is terminating. Otherwise, it is non-terminating. Okay. For example, 17 by 40. I want to do prime factorization 40. 2 into 20, 2 into 10, 2 into 5. So what are the prime factors? 2 and 5. 2 and 5 are the only prime factors, so definitely it is terminating. So I am not done into decimal conversion, even though I knew this is terminating decimal. And next, 17 by 75. If we are taking 75, 75 prime factorization 5 into 15, 5 into 3. So what are the prime factors? 5 and 3. So if it is prime factor 5, no problem. But if it is 3, so it won't be 17 by 25. 75 is a prime factors are 5 and 3. So it is neither terminating. It won't be terminated decimal. So this is some basic concepts about real numbers. Real numbers we are usually denoted with capital R. The set of real numbers is denoted with capital R. The collection of all rational numbers and irrational numbers is called real numbers. So the collection of rational numbers, for example, rational numbers are denoted with capital Q. Rational numbers, the numbers which are in the form of p by q, p comma q are integers and q not equal to 0. The numbers which are in the form of p by q, pq are integers and q not equal to 0, such numbers are called rational numbers. Okay, next irrational numbers. So before irrational numbers we are converting the p by q form to decimal form. For a rational number, either it is terminating or non-terminating recurring decimal. So either it is definitely terminating, either it is terminating, or if it won't terminate, it will be repeating. So such numbers are rational numbers. So irrational numbers, the irrational numbers which are neither terminating nor recurring. So these numbers are not terminated. For example, 3.25, this is terminating. 3.252525, this is a non-terminating but recurring 25 part. So 3.252627 up to so on. So we don't know next 28 come, even though if 28, so there won't any part will be repeating. So here it is terminating, no problem. So it is rational number. 252525, next also 25. So this is non-terminating but recurring. This is 252627, no part is terminating. So it is neither terminating nor recurring, no part is repeating in this. So this number is called irrational numbers. The collection of rational numbers and irrational numbers is called real numbers. So rational numbers it is denoted with capital Q. Irrational numbers it is denoted with Q dash. Q dash is the representation of irrational numbers. Example, root 3, root 7, root 13, like that. Next, so what are prime numbers, what are composite numbers? We will discuss. So prime number. So the numbers which are having only two factors is called prime number. The numbers which are having only two factors are called prime number, and the numbers which are more than two factors are called composite number. The numbers which are having only exactly two factors. For example, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, up to so on. So 2 has only two factors, that is 1 and 2. 3 has only two factors, 1 and 3. So like this, whatever the numbers are these are having two factors, that number and one more number is 1. Okay, only two factors. So one is called universal factor. One is a factor of every number. So it is called universal factor. Okay, so 2, 3, 5, 7, these are the prime numbers. Next, composite number. So composite numbers means the numbers which are having more than two factors. For example, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, up to so on. So 4 having 1, 2, 4. 6 having 1, 2, 3, 6. So 4 factors. So like this. So composite numbers having more than two factors. So the number 1 is neither prime nor composite because it containing only one factor itself. So the number 1 having only one factor, that's why it is neither prime number nor composite number. Okay, next coming to the multiple. For example, multiples of 3 I am taking. Multiples of 3 is nothing but if we are multiplying with 3 with some numbers, the resulting numbers are called multiples of 3. For example, 3 into 1, 3, 3 into 2, 6, 3 into 3, 9, 3 into 4, 12, 3 into 5, 15, up to so on. So these are the multiples of 3. So if we are writing the 3 table, it will be the multiples of 3. Multiples of 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. These are the multiples of 5. Next, factors. So factors is nothing but if we are taking any number. So whatever the numbers are exactly divides those number is called its factors. For example, I am taking a number 12. The factors of 12 are 1. So the numbers which are dividing 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 2. So these are the factors of 12. So all these numbers are divisible by 12. So divides 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12. These are the factors of 12. So this is about factors. Next, LCM and HCF. So LCM means least common multiple. Least common multiple. Next, HCF means highest common factor. So if we are taking LCM of two numbers, let us consider 24 and 36. I am taking these two numbers. I want to find LCM as well as HCF. So in all possible methods, okay, LCM. So I want to write a least common multiple. I want to write the multiples of 24. So 24 table, 24, 24 into 2, 48, 24 into 3, 72, 24 into 4, 96, 24 into 5, 120, 24 into 6, 144. So into 7, 168, into 8, 192, into 9, 216, into 10, 240, up to so on like this. 36 table if we are taking. If we are taking 36 table, all these are multiples. 36 into 1, 36, into 2, 72, into 3, 108, into 4, 144, into 5, 180, into 6, 216, into 7, 252. So into 7, 8, 280, 8, into 9, 324, into 10, 360. So many multiples, infinitely many multiples. So these are 24 multiples, these are 36 multiples. I want to take common multiples. So if we are observing in this common multiples are, so 72 in this and in this. So 72, and after 72, here it is 144, here it is also 144. And next, after 144, 216 in this, up to so on. So these are common multiples. So 24 multiples, 36 multiples I wrote. In those I wrote common multiples. So now I want to write LCM. LCM means among the multiples, these are the common multiples. Among the common multiples, I want least is equal to 72. So that's why the LCM of two numbers is equal to 24 and 36 is equal to 72. So this is the one of the method. So I want to do with the prime factorization. What is prime factorization? I want to take 24, 2, 12, 2, 6, 2, 3. So next 36, 2, 18, 2, 9, 3, 3. 24 I can write it as 2 power 3 into 3 power 1. 36 I can write it as 2 square into 3 square. So LCM equal to, if we are taking the LCM, so observe the prime factors. Among the prime factors, which power is more we should write. So here 2 power, 2 power. So I want to write 2 power. So in 2 power 3, 2 power 2. Which one is bigger? 2 power 3 is bigger. That's why 2 cube into 3 power 1, 3 power 2. In this 3 powers, which one is bigger? 3 square. So I want to write 3 square. So 2 cube equal to 8, 3 square equal to 9, 8 into 9 equal to 72. So this is the one of the method. So here it is, this is 72, this is also equal to 72. So in generally, how we are doing? 24, 36, 2. 2 into 12, 2 into 18. Again 2. 2 into 6, 2 into 9. Again 3. So if we are taking 3, 3 into 2, 3 into 3. 2, 1, 3, 3, 1, 1. I want to multiply now. 2 into 2 into 3 into 2 into 3. 2 into 2 4 into 3 12 into 2 24 into 3 70. So whatever the method we may choose, the LCM will be equal to 72. Now I want to find the HCF. So HCF of 24 comma 36. So I am taking the number 24. So what is HCF? HCF means highest common factors. So we need to take factors. Among those, we need to take common factors. In those, we should keep highest one. So 24 factors: 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Next 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. Also 8, 12. Next 24. So 1 into 24, 8 into 3 24, 2 into 12 24, 4 into 6 24. Tally. Next 36. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Ladder 6 into 6 36. 36 by 4 9. 36 by 3 12. 36 by 2 18. 36 by 1 36. So it will give the better idea. So 24 36. These are the common. These are the factors of 24 and 36. Common factors I want to take. In these common factors 1, 2, 3, 4. Next 6. Next no 8, no 9, 12. Next that's it. So in these common factors I want to take HCF now. What is HCF? HCF equal to, so if we observe all these are common factors, among all these common factors which one is bigger? 12 is bigger. So that is HCF. So 12 is the bigger value, so it is the HCF. So I want to find out by division method. So 36 divide with 24. 24 into 1 24. 12 24. 12 into 2 24. Remainder 0. So this 12 is HCF. So this we already learned in previous lower class, 6th class, 7th class, like that. Okay, this is about LCM and HCF. LCM is the least common multiple and HCF is the highest common factor.